There's a new change in police services in Washington state. Summer camps are in full swing, and don't forget about the third Thursday Museum, District, and Art Walk. All that and more on this edition of Tacoma Report. Hi, and welcome to this edition of Tacoma Report. I'm Laura Proctor. Business is moving forward at Tacoma Public Utilities as the lobby reopens by appointment only. TPU's Customer Services and Customer Solutions are now accepting in-person appointments at their headquarters on South 35th Street. Appointments can be made up to 7 days in advance to meet with staff about utility bill questions and pay bills. The utility says the new appointment system will help keep the lobby safer through social distancing by limiting the number of people in the lobby at any given time. It's also reducing the wait time for customers overall.
First thing we're hoping for is to have a safe environment to serve our customers and also a safe environment for our employees as we are still dealing with the COVID-19 challenges. The second goal of having appointment systems and the activities that we're doing in the lobby is to provide a higher level of service to our customers. You know, in the past, we've had times when customers have come in and they've had a delay and wait because of the number of individuals who we were trying to serve at that time. But with an appointment, you will have a designated time and a designated date of which you would come in, and we will be able to serve, we believe we'll be able to serve you much quicker at that time and be more convenient for you so that you don't spend any more time at TPU in the lobby than you have to.
Customers can go online to mytpu.org/APPT to schedule an appointment. Plans are in place for those without reliable internet access, allowing individuals to make appointments in person on a first-come, first-served basis. And as always, TPU says you can call to speak with customer services or customer solutions. In a meeting with Mayor Victoria Wooders and U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell, U.S. Department of Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo announced that the City of Tacoma was awarded a $2 million grant from the U.S. Department of Commerce Minority Business Development Agency in support of its MBDA Business Center. The city's MBDA Business Center has served growing minority-owned businesses in the local area and region since September of 2016. Through June 30th, 2026, the city will receive $400,000 annually in federal funds over a 5-year period, as long as satisfactory performance is met and congressional appropriations are made. With the Washington State Legislature's passage of House Bill 1310, Law Enforcement and Correctional Officers' Permissible Use of Force, the Tacoma Police Department is ensuring department protocols are in compliance. Interim Chief Mike Akey published a message to the public to assure residents the department will continue to respond to calls and evaluate situations to serve the community. The House bill may affect the types of calls police respond to, so the city is also continuing work to implement alternative call responses to non-criminal calls. This will help divert people in need of medical, mental health, and social services with systems that are better positioned to assist them. As the law becomes better understood through interpretations, court decisions, and model policies, the police department will update its own definitions and policies as appropriate. For the latest updates, the department suggests residents follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/TacomaPD. We're in the midst of fire season, with wildfires currently occurring in many areas of the Pacific Northwest, but the Puget Sound area has not been affected much in terms of air quality. Officials say that's because our region's topography. The mountains, forests, and waterways help play a role in shielding us.
We live in a very fortunate spot where we get a lot of wind, fresh breeze coming from the ocean on a regular basis. So we're usually breathing air that just came off the Pacific. So we got friendly winds most of the time. Typically, we get some changes in winds as the weather patterns change. We'll get a little from the south or the north or the east or the west, but mostly it comes from the ocean. But what's going on now, and what we've had for these past couple of months, is we've had this pattern of fresh air just staying steady, and so all of that smoke is just getting blown away to the east and doesn't come near us at all. So it's a really friendly wind.
There have been times when you can see smoke high up in the sky, but no air quality advisories have been issued for our area. That's because airflow is different between the ground and upper levels.
We look out and we see haze higher up. We naturally think, well, if it's that bad high up, it's got to be even worse near the ground. But that's actually not the case. In these cases, oftentimes the pollution, the smoke came in high up, but it didn't come in down low. Down low, we're actually getting a clean breeze from the ocean. And so, in reality, what we're breathing down low is much better. And so that's why our monitors are really important. It's always important to make sure we see what our monitors are reporting and confirm what it might be looking like.
The Puget Sound Clean Air Agency jurisdiction covers Pierce, King, Kitsap, and Snohomish counties. Their website has air graphing tools so you can see what the air quality is in your neighborhood. Shiloh Baptist Church can officially say they are powering Tacoma as they cut the ribbon on their new solar panel installation, made possible with a $50,000 Tacoma Power grant. The celebration happened right outside of Shiloh Baptist Church in the Hilltop neighborhood. Representatives from Tacoma Public Utilities, the city, and local organizations came to see the installation on the roof of the sanctuary. The solar panels are set to produce nearly 20 kilowatts of electricity, about half of what the church typically needs. Any extra power the church doesn't use will go back to the grid, powering other homes and businesses. The director of Tacoma Public Utilities says it's a shining example of how Evergreen Option grants are supporting a clean energy future in our local community.
This exciting day is made possible because Tacoma Power customers are supporting this program. We have Tacoma Power customers who voluntarily choose to pay more money in their electric bill to help provide opportunities for grant funds for nonprofits and community organizations like Shiloh Baptist Church.
Shiloh Baptist pastor says it will save the church money on their utility bill and promote a clean energy message to the Hilltop neighborhood. Tacoma Power is accepting applications for this year's Evergreen Options Grant through August 20th. To learn more about the program, go to mytpu.org/EO grant. There's time left for your daughter or son to grab hold and wrap their arms around dozens of Tacoma area summer camps. Public and nonprofit organizations sponsor all sorts of activities for your kids. Theater, sports, hiking, outdoors, water fun. There's something for everyone. Some of the organizations like Metro Parks Tacoma, YMCA, Boys and Girls Clubs of South Puget Sound, and Green Trike all have some great opportunities to get out and about for the children, from pre-kindergarten to middle schoolers. Now that Washington State is open, kids are itching to do something. Registration and other requirements are required, so log on to your favorite organization and get those kiddos out and about. A fun new event is coming to the Hilltop area. The Hilltop Action Coalition, Tacoma Housing Authority, and the Hilltop Business Association are partnering for a community connection experience on August 21st. The Summer Splash event will include the Hilltop Business Crawl, an opportunity to support local businesses from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. with a block party going on until 6 p.m. There will be a pop-up market and community resource areas with back-to-school and health themes, as well as music, games, and activities for everyone. The Office of Arts and Cultural Vitality, in partnership with Pierce Transit, has collaborated on a new public art piece, Mini Tahoma. The immersive installation by local artist Ryan Feddersen includes a large-scale mural on the face of Pierce Transit's water wall facility located near Theater Square in downtown Tacoma.
When looking for inspiration for water wall, I wanted to think about the identity of Tacoma. This is a site where people will be coming in via buses, and it's kind of like the entry point of Tacoma for transit riders. And so thinking of the mountain as a source of our regional abundance as well as our identity, I thought it was a very appropriate inspiration for the space.
More information about Mini Tacoma and Tacoma's public art program is available at cityoftacoma.org/arts. Just a reminder that the next Third Thursday Museum District and Art Walk will be taking place on Thursday, August 19th. On the third Thursday of each month, local downtown art galleries are open and many local museums offer free or discounted admission. The Museum of Glass has free admission on those Thursdays from 5 to 8 p.m. You can also visit the Washington State History Museum, where there is no admission, from 3 to 8 that evening. Over at the Foss Waterway Seaport Museum, you can check out the exhibits and the educational features from 4 to 9 p.m. without having to pay an entrance fee. And every Thursday, there is no cost to visit the Tacoma Art Museum from 5 until 8. To find out more information on this great event, visit the Travel Tacoma website. The 2021 Tacoma Pride celebrations held throughout the month of July have just concluded. And even though COVID-19 restrictions scaled the events back, it was still a huge success. There was a mini festival, movies in the park, lawn bowling, and a block party, just to name a few. Pride Month was a lot of fun for the community and a lot of hard work for the Rainbow Center staff.
We're all pretty exhausted by the end of July, especially after that second weekend. But it's also, really exciting for us because we get to see how much support there is. And this year in particular, all the staff also had, pent up cabin fever, and we were really excited to get out and be part of these events.
Officials are hoping that 2022 will be a return to a larger Tacoma Pride celebration, but no one can be sure.
The last 2 years, we have waited until about March to make the final decision. Hopefully in 2022, we'll be able to make that decision a little bit earlier. But it depends on what's happening in Pierce County, in the state, in the country with regard to this pandemic. And I know they're calling it the pandemic of the unvaccinated right now because that's who's ending up in the hospital. But the numbers are still on the rise again in Washington State and in many places across the country. So it's hard to tell. We really thought last year that, it'll clear up before July. And then we thought, it'll clear up before November when we hold our gala. And so, there's no way to tell.
More information on this year's Pride celebration can be found at tacomapride.org. And finally, the summertime episode of Urban Green is playing now on TV Tacoma. This edition starts off with a look at a new fueling station and trucks at the Tacoma Recovery and Transfer Center. It also holds a demonstration on making a salad dressing using fresh summer flavors and shares a quick tip on creating a natural weed killer. Viewers will also learn how Tacoma Power is fueling a new kind of learning in South Tacoma, and the show will close out with a closer look at plants that can be used to attract pollinators. For a full listing of air dates or to watch this and other episodes, visit the Urban Green webpage on the city's website. That's all the time we have on this edition of Tacoma Report. A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org. Until next time, I'm Laura Proctor. Thanks for watching.